At just 32, Alexander the Great had conquered vast territories, yet his life ended abruptly in 323 BC in Babylon. What happened? Some say he succumbed to a fever, possibly typhoid or malaria. Others suggest he was poisoned, a plot by rivals fearing his power. There are even theories of autoimmune disorders or heavy drinking leading to his demise. Despite the centuries that have passed, the truth remains elusive. Was it the weight of his ambitions that finally took its toll, or did the shadows of betrayal seal his fate? The enigma of Alexander's death continues to fascinate historians and enthusiasts alike. As I stand amidst the towering ziggurats and intricate mosaics of ancient Babylon, I can almost feel the weight of history pressing down. It was here, in June 323 BC, that Alexander the Great, the conqueror of worlds, took his final breath within the opulent palace of Nebuchadnezzar II. Imagine the whispers of courtiers and the flickering torchlight illuminating the grand halls as he lay there, a man who once dreamed of uniting East and West. Historians tell us tales of his fevered state, his visions of glory, yet their accounts diverge like the winding Euphrates. Some speak of poison, others of a fever, but all agree on one thing. Babylon, with its splendor and intrigue, cradled the end of an era. Here, the echoes of ambition and tragedy intertwine, reminding us that even the mightiest can fall within the shadows of their own dreams. As I delve into the final days of Alexander the Great, I find myself captivated by the contrasting accounts of his demise. Plutarch paints a vivid picture of a night filled with revelry where Alexander and the company of Mucius and Medius indulged in drink. Just days later, fever gripped him, rendering him speechless, yet he managed to silently acknowledge his worried soldiers as they passed by. In contrast, Diodorus Siculus presents a more dramatic tale. After toasting to Heracles with a bowl of unmixed wine, Alexander was suddenly struck by excruciating pain. Over 11 agonizing days, his health spiraled downward, culminating in a death that echoed through history. These narratives, woven from the threads of ancient manuscripts, reveal not just the end of a great leader, but the enduring mystery surrounding his final moments. In the shadowy corners of the Macedonian court, whispers of betrayal linger like a thick fog. The death of Alexander the Great, a figure of unparalleled power, has sparked theories of foul play that refuse to fade. Many point fingers at Antipater, the viceroy ousted by Alexander, who feared the king's wrath. Rumor has it that he conspired with his son, Iolaus, Alexander's trusted wine pourer, to slip a deadly poison into the king's cup. Even Aristotle, once a mentor to Alexander, finds himself entangled in these dark speculations. Yet modern historians challenge this narrative, noting the unusual 12-day agony before Alexander's demise, far too long for the swift action of most poisons known in that era. The truth remains elusive, shrouded in the intrigue of a royal court where loyalty and treachery dance a perilous waltz. Several natural causes have been proposed over the years. Some scholars suggest that Alexander succumbed to diseases such as malaria or typhoid fever, both prevalent in ancient Mesopotamia. A 1998 article in the New England Journal of Medicine attributed his death to typhoid fever, complicated by bowel perforation and descending paralysis. Another theory posits that Alexander suffered from acute pancreatitis, possibly induced by heavy alcohol consumption and a rich diet. This would align with accounts of his severe abdominal pain following a drinking bout. In 2003, a study published in the journal Emerging Infectious Diseases proposed that Alexander might have contracted West Nile virus encephalitis. This hypothesis is partly based on an account by Plutarch, which mentions a flock of ravens exhibiting unusual behavior and dying at Alexander's feet as he entered Babylon, a possible indication of a viral epidemic. More recently, in 2018, Dr. Catherine Hall from the Dunedin School of Medicine in New Zealand suggested that Alexander's symptoms were consistent with Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare neurological disorder. She theorized that a Campylobacter pylori infection, a common bacterium could have triggered this autoimmune condition, leading to his progressive paralysis and eventual death. In the flickering candlelight of the symposium, the air thick with the scent of wine and laughter, I can't help but reflect on Alexander's tumultuous life. A man of unparalleled ambition, yet he drowned his victories in goblets of wine, each sip a fleeting escape from the weight of his conquests. The scars on his body tell tales of battles fought, but it's the wound in his heart that truly aches. Hephaestion, his closest companion, was more than a friend. He was a part of Alexander's very soul. After Hephaestion's death, the king spiraled deeper into despair, his health faltering as he sought solace in the bottom of a cup. In this world of revelry, we often forget the price of greatness, an unrelenting burden that can lead even the mightiest to their downfall. Imagine a tomb shrouded in mystery where the body of Alexander the Great lies undisturbed, showing no signs of decay even 7 days after his death. Historian Quintus Curtius Rufus documented this peculiar phenomenon, sparking intrigue and debate among scholars. Some suggest that Alexander may have suffered from Guillain-Barré syndrome, a condition that can induce paralysis and mimic death. This raises fascinating questions. Was he truly dead, or did he linger in a state of suspended animation? The enigma of his preservation continues to captivate historians and scientists alike, leaving us to ponder the thin line between life and death in the ancient world. As we delve into the mystery of Alexander the Great's death, we encounter a tapestry of theories: poisoning, acute diseases, and even autoimmune disorders. Each hypothesis paints a different picture, yet none can claim the title of definitive truth. The absence of contemporary accounts leaves us grasping its shadows, while the lack of his remains adds to the enigma. Despite this uncertainty, one thing is clear: Alexander's legacy as a formidable conqueror endures through the ages. His strategic brilliance and relentless ambition reshaped the world, ensuring that even in death, he remains a towering figure in history. The questions may linger, but his impact is undeniable. Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through history, left behind a legacy as vast as his empire. But what became of his body after he died? Some say it was laid to rest in a grand tomb, while others believe it was hidden away, lost to time. Intriguingly, there are wild theories suggesting that his remains might have even been devoured by sharks. Imagine that! The conqueror who tamed the known world, possibly meeting his end in the jaws of the ocean's predators. This tantalizing mystery fuels speculation and debate among historians. Was his body a prize for the sea, or did it find a more dignified resting place? The truth remains elusive, shrouded in the sands of time, leaving us to ponder the fate of one of history's greatest figures. Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through history, met his end in Babylon in 323 BC. But what happened to his body after that? It became a powerful symbol, sparking fierce competition among his successors. Initially, it was taken to Egypt, where it was interred in a grand tomb in Alexandria, a site that drew pilgrims and rulers alike. Yet, the mystery deepens. Over the centuries, the tomb vanished, leaving historians puzzled. Some believe it was lost to time, while others speculate it was deliberately hidden to protect it from invaders. The quest for Alexander's final resting place continues, a tantalizing enigma that fuels our fascination with this legendary figure. As I stand before the ancient caravan, I can almost feel the weight of history. Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through time, was meant to rest in Macedonia. But fate had other plans. Ptolemy I, a cunning general, seized the moment, redirecting the grand procession to Egypt. Imagine the awe of those who witnessed the sarcophagus arriving in Alexandria, a city born from Alexander's vision. The tomb, known as the Soma, became a sacred site, drawing the likes of Julius Caesar and Augustus. They walked these hallowed grounds, paying homage to a legend, Over centuries, the tomb transformed into a symbol of power and reverence, a testament to the enduring legacy of a conqueror whose dreams reshaped the world. As we delve into the enigma of Alexander the Great's tomb, we uncover a tapestry of theories that spark the imagination. Some believe his remains were hidden away in a secret location, perhaps to protect them from the ravages of time and conquest. Others suggest that his body was transported to a grand mausoleum in Alexandria, a fitting tribute to a man who conquered the known world. Then there are those who claim his remains were lost at sea, swallowed by the waves, forever shrouded in mystery. Each theory adds a layer to the legend, leaving us to ponder, what if the true resting place of Alexander lies beneath our feet, waiting to be discovered? The quest for his tomb continues, a tantalizing puzzle that challenges archaeologists and historians alike. Imagine the bustling canals of Venice, where merchants once thrived. One intriguing theory suggests that these very merchants pilfered the remains of Alexander the Great from Alexandria. Picture this. They rebranded his bones as those of Saint Mark the Evangelist, cleverly interring them in the Grand Saint Mark's Basilica. If this theory holds water, it means that for centuries the mighty Alexander has been resting in Venice, cloaked in the guise of a Christian saint. A fascinating twist of fate, where the legacy of a conqueror intertwines with the devotion of a city, blurring the lines between history and myth. What a captivating story of identity and reverence. Imagine the chaos following Alexander the Great's death. His body, lost at sea, perhaps consumed by sharks, an unsettling thought, yet it captures the tumult of that era. The absence of solid evidence only adds to the intrigue. Now shift your focus to Alexandria, where some scholars speculate that his tomb lies hidden beneath the modern city. A Roman lamp depicting a building with a pyramidal roof offers tantalizing clues about the mausoleum's design and possible location. Could we be standing on the remnants of one of history's greatest leaders? The mystery deepens as we explore the echoes of the past, where legend and reality intertwine. Imagine early Christians, driven by faith and a desire to reclaim sacred spaces, transforming Alexander the Great's tomb into a church. This act of rebranding might have obscured the true identity of his remains over centuries. Now, consider the enigma of Alexander's death. Some researchers suggest he may have suffered from Guillain-Barré syndrome, a condition that can induce paralysis. What if he was in a deep coma, mistaken for dead? This theory adds a fascinating twist to the legend of one of history's greatest conquerors, blurring the lines between life and death in the annals of time. Despite numerous expeditions and studies, the true fate of Alexander the Great's body remains elusive. Each theory offers a glimpse into the complexities of history, the passage of time, and the enduring allure of one of the world's greatest conquerors. As we continue to explore and uncover the past, perhaps one day the mystery of Alexander's final resting place will be solved. Until then, his legacy lives on, not just in the annals of history, but in the enduring quest to uncover the truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. Stay curious, and until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of facts.